Hey everyone, this is Kitty from ROADIE Free Radio. In this clip, Larry talks to Arica Rust, who is a systems engineer at Wavelength Engineering LLC and has worked as a staff engineer for Sound on Stage. Arica talks about her journey from college to professional work with the help of luck, great professors, and mentors. If you want to hear more from Arica, you can listen to the full episode number 122 from February 9th, 2019. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Here are Larry and Arica Rust.
So where did you start?
I found the City College of San Francisco, and they had a sound recording program there, which or recording arts, I should say. And it was affordable because it was through community college, which was, a big plus at the time. I looked into several trade schools, and they were out of my price range, both with financial aid and otherwise. I've had to pay for the majority of my education myself. I think I had some financial assistance that first year I went to school at Bard, and that was kind of it. As many people know, liberal arts schools is very expensive, so that kind of ate away most of all of my help from my family and financial aid and whatnot. So when I came back to it, I was sort of on my own in how I was going to fund my educational endeavor. So I was working 2 jobs, and community college seemed like a good route. And then I also heard they had a really good program, and it was there actually that I found the live sound program.
Oh, cool. So I'm just curious because I just want to know, why was it important for you to go back to school or to finish school as opposed to just, you could go and work on tours and not have gone to school. You could go work in the recording industry and not have gone to school and just sort of learned by doing.
Totally. And this actually comes down to something I tell people when they ask me, where did you go? Did you go to school to learn how to be an audio engineer? Because as you're saying, a lot of people get into the field just through experience. Maybe their friend hired them to mix their band, and then it snowballed from there. And I think at the time I didn't really know what all the options that were available, and I didn't have any experience at all. So looking, trying to get an educational background of it to me seemed like a good way of getting a solid foundation of just understanding the knowledge and learning what options were even available, because I didn't know what my options were at the time. Right.
And what about, as you looked around, family, friends, or just people in your circle, did you have people that you could reach out to and say, I'm thinking about this, I don't know what route to go, or, any mentors like that could help guide you?
When I first started, I was kind of on my own trying to navigate things, but as things progressed over time, especially when I started going to school at SF State after completing my 2 years at City College, I had several mentors come up that helped guide me along the way. One of them is actually my buddy, Tom Lyon, who's a systems engineer, or a former systems engineer, because now he mixes a lot too. And I'd met him at the recording day at SF State, and because they had volunteers setting up for this recording day at SF State, where it's sort of like a workshop day where they invite kids from different schools to learn about the recording industry in general. And a local company that he works for here in the Bay Area was doing sound for it, and he was mixing front of house. And I was one of the volunteers, and we started shooting the shit. And am I allowed to swear on this thing?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I showed him this sequencer, this analog sequencer that I had built out of a Spinal Tap lunchbox. And we started geeking out over, building electronics. And he pointed me in the direction of a bunch of really good books to read about learning about sound design and engineering. And we've been friends ever since. He's one of my earliest mentors for sure. But even before that was my teacher, Dana J., who got me my first, into my internship in pro audio. And she's the reason I got into live sound.
Hey, what's happening, roadies? It's Larry here. Just wanted to thank you so much for listening to this short clip. I really hope you got something out of it. If you can take 2 seconds to head over to iTunes and drop us a review or a comment, we would greatly appreciate it. Keep listening, keep coming back, stay healthy out there, and remember, no roadies, no rock and roll.